Good morning, children. Let us start a new chapter, Carbon and its compounds. Occurrence of carbon. Carbon is found in the atmosphere inside the earth crust and in all living organisms. Carbon is present in fuel like wood, coal, charcoal, coke, petroleum, natural gas, biogas, marsh gas, etc. Carbon is present in compounds like carbonates, hydrogen, carbonate, etc. Carbon is found in free state as diamond, graphite, fullerenes, etc. Allotropes of carbon. Carbon exists in different forms. They vary in their physical property. Diamond and graphite are two forms of carbon. The carbon is bonded in diamond to 4 other carbon atoms forming a rigid 3-dimensional structure, and in graphite carbon is bonded to 3 other carbon atoms in the same plane giving a hexagonal array. One of these bonds is double bond, thus the valency of carbon is satisfied. Graphite structure is formed by hexagonal array being placed in layers one above the other. This results in diamond and graphite having very different physical property but their chemical properties are same. Diamond is hardest known substance. Graphite is smooth and slippery. Graphite is good conductor of electricity like other non-metals. Diamond can be synthesized by subjecting pure carbon to very high pressure and temperature. These synthetic diamonds are small but are otherwise indistinguishable from natural diamonds. Another form of carbon is fullerenes, which is another class of carbonized allotropes. Now, it was identified first as C60, which is arranged in a shape of balloon. This looked like a geodesic dome designed by US architect Buckminster Fuller. That's why the name has been given as Buckminster fullerene. The molecule is named as fullerene and used in the nanotubes, carbon nanotubes or nanotechnology. Now, bonding in carbon, that is covalent bonds. The atomic number of carbon is 6. Its electronic arrangement is 2,4 in K-Lan shell. It has 4 valence electron or outermost electron. It can attain stability by gaining 4 electrons or losing 4 electrons or sharing 4 electrons with other atom. Now, it does not gain 4 electrons because it is difficult for the 6 proton to hold 10 electrons. It also does not lose 4 electrons because it needs a large amount of energy to lose 4 electrons. So, it shares 4 electrons with other atom to attain stability, resulting in the formation of covalent bonds. Since carbon atom need 4 electrons to attain stability, its valency is 4 and it is known as tetravalent element. Carbon is tetravalent. Formation of covalent bonds. Covalent bond is a chemical bond formed by sharing electron between the atoms. The share of one pair of electrons results in the formation of single covalent bond. Sharing of two pairs of electrons results in the formation of double covalent bond, and sharing of 3 pairs of electrons results in the formation of triple covalent bond. For example, formation of single covalent bond in hydrogen molecule H2. The atomic number of hydrogen is 1. Its electronic arrangement will also be 1. It has 1 valence electron. It needs 1 more electron to attain stability and to get the helium-like configuration. So, 2 hydrogen atoms share 1 pair of electron, resulting in the formation of single covalent bond in hydrogen molecule, H2 molecule. You can see the electronic dot structure of H having 1 electron, another combining with H having 1 electron. Now they will share, means both the electron will be given by both the partner of hydrogen and they will be shared among each other. And it is denoted by single strict line H bonded with H, and it is H2 molecule. Formation of double covalent bond in oxygen molecule O2. The atomic number of oxygen is 8. its electronic configuration will be 2 and 6. It has 6 valence electron. It needs 2 electron to attain stability or to attain octet configuration. So, 2 oxygen atoms share 2 pairs of electrons, resulting in the formation of double covalent bond in oxygen molecule. You can see the electronic dot structure of oxygen atom having the 6 electrons in its outermost orbit, and when they combine, they share, each of the partner of oxygen will give 2 electrons, and 4 of the electrons is common between 2 oxygen molecule. It is denoted by O double bond O, that is O2 gas. Formation of triple covalent bond in nitrogen molecule N2. The atomic number of nitrogen is 7. Its electronic configuration is 2,5. It has 5 valence electron. It needs 3 electron to attain the octet or stability condition. So, nitrogen atoms share 3 pairs of electrons, resulting in the formation of triple covalent bond in nitrogen molecule. N plus N. N is having the 5 outermost electron. 3 pair of electron will be shared by both nitrogen partners, and it results in 3 covalent bond. Here you can see different molecules formed by the covalent bond or sharing of electrons. Now 2 hydrogen atom, H2 molecule, 2 fluorine atom, also they will share 1 electron with each other. This is single covalent bond, fluorine molecule F2. Now 2 oxygen plus 1 carbon, CO2. Carbon dioxide molecule is also formed by sharing of the electrons between 2 oxygen and carbon. And fluorine plus carbon, carbon is tetravalent, so 4 fluorine will be required to CF4, a molecule of carbon tetrafluoride. Electron dot structures. Now methane molecule, that is CH4. We can show the carbon having 4 outermost or valence electron with the cross, and hydrogen with dot structure. Dot means it is the symbolic representation for the electron. So this is how carbon combined with 4 hydrogen atom and 2 carbon combined with 6 hydrogen atom. This is known as electron dot structures. Versatile nature of carbon. Carbon forms a very large number of compounds. The number of carbon compounds is more than 3 million. It is also more than the number of compounds formed by all other elements. This is because carbon atom can form bond with other carbon atoms to form long chain, branch chains and close ring. This property of carbon is known as catenation property. Second, since the valency of carbon is 4, it can form bond with other carbon atoms and with atoms of other elements also, like hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, halogen, etc. So you can see the long chain of carbon, branch chain of carbon and close ring carbon compounds. Hydrocarbons, saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Now what are hydrocarbons? These are the compounds which have carbon and hydrogen atom, or you can say the compound of carbon and hydrogen is known as hydrocarbons. Now hydrocarbons are of 2 types, saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbon. Saturated hydrocarbons. These are the hydrocarbons or compound of hydrogen carbon having all single covalent bonds between the carbon atom. Example, alkanes have all single bond between carbon atoms and their name end with ane, A-N-E, alkane. Now methane, M-E-T-H-A-N-E, A-N-E will be suffix used. Now like compound like CH4, methane, it is known as methane, 1 carbon compound and formula will be CH4 because of tetravalency of the carbon. Likewise ethane, ethane means 2 carbon, C2H6. C2H6. Alkane has the general formula CnH2n plus 2. Unsaturated hydrocarbons. These are the hydrocarbons having double or triple covalent bond between two carbon atoms. Example, alkenes and alkynes. Now, alkenes have double covalent bond between two carbon atoms and their name ends with suffix ene, like ethene. Two carbon is required, so the compound will start from having the compound at least two carbon atom. Now, ethene. ETH for two, ETH means for two carbon and ene means double, having the carbon double bond. So ethene. Propene, C3H6. Carbon is having three carbon and they will have the double bond between the carbon. Alkyne have the triple covalent bond between two carbon atoms and their name ends with the suffix YNE. Now ethyne, C2H2, have carbon having triple bond between them. Propyne, C3H4. You can see the bonding. Functional groups. An atom or a group of atoms which decides the property of carbon compound is called a functional group. Halide, halo group, chlorine, bromine, etc. Names end with ANE. Example, CH3Cl. Chlorine is added, so it will become, and one carbon compound is there, so it will become chloromethane. C2H5Br, bromoethane. Alcohol, OH. Name end with OL, alcohol. Now, the compound name will be CH3OH, methanol. All is suffix used for alcohol. C2H5OH, eth, because of two carbon compound, and OH, that's why ethanol. Aldehyde is CHO. The bonding between CHO is C is free with one bond, double bonded with oxygen and single bonded with hydrogen. Name ends with ul. Now SCHO, one carbon is there, so methanol. CH3CHO, two carbon compound is there, it is known as ethanol. Carboxylic acid, the group of atom is COOH. COOH name ends with oic acid. Example, methanoic acid, SCOOH, methanoic acid. CH3COH having two carbon compound, ethanoic acid. Ketone, CO, C double bond O, name ends with ONE, like CH3COCH3. It will be propanone, having three carbon, that's why propanone. CH3COC2H5, it is butanone, having four carbon in the compound, that's why it is known as butanone. Homologous series. The homologous series is a group of carbon compounds having similar structures, similar chemical properties, and whose successive members differ by CH2 group. Example, alkanes, alkenes, and alkynes. Alkanes, they have the general formula CnH2n plus 2, where n is the number of carbon. Their names ends with ane and the members is methane CH4, ethane C2H6. Now, ethane minus methane gives CH2 group. If you will add CH2 group in methane, it will become ethane. If you will add CH2 group in ethane, it will become propane, and likewise. So, methane, ethane, propane, butane, and pentane. We have to remember this. Formula is CnH2n plus 2. This is n is the number of carbons. So you can put the formula and you can get the successive formula of the group. Now ethane and propane. Alkenes. Alkenes have general formula of CnH2n. Their name ends with ene and the members are as follows: ethene, propene, butene, pentene. You can see they differ by CH2 group also. Carbon is having the double bond between them. Third group is alkynes. Alkynes have general formula CnH2n minus 2, where n is the number of carbon. Their names ends with yne, YNE, and the members are ethyne, C2H2, propyne, C3H4, butyne, C4H6. Chemical properties of carbon compounds. First is combustion. Burning of anything is known as combustion. Carbon compounds burn in oxygen to form water, carbon dioxide, heat and light energy. Example, C plus O2 gives CO2, heat and light. Now, methane. Methane is hydrocarbon. When it is burned in presence of oxygen, O2, it gives water, 2 molecules of water, 1 molecule of carbon dioxide, heat and light. Likewise, ethanol, C2H5OH is formula of ethanol. When it burns with oxygen, it forms water, 3 molecule, carbon dioxide, 2 molecule along with heat and light. Now, oxidation. Carbon compounds like alcohols are oxidized to carboxylic acids on heating with oxidizing agent like alkaline potassium permanganate, KMnO4, or acidified potassium dichromate, K2Cr2O7. Example, alcohols are oxidized to carboxylic acid. Let us see the reaction. Ethanol, C2H5OH, when heated with alkaline KMnO4 or acidic K2Cr2O7, then it will convert into ethanoic acid, and the reaction is known as oxidation. Addition of oxygen is there, that's why it is known as oxidation. Addition reaction. Unsaturated hydrocarbons undergo addition reaction with hydrogen in the presence of nickel and or palladium as a catalyst to form saturated hydrocarbon. Example, ethene undergo addition reaction with hydrogen to form ethane in the presence of nickel or palladium as a catalyst. Now you can see the reaction. C2H4, this is ethene, react with hydrogen in presence of nickel or palladium catalyst. It will convert into saturated hydrocarbon C2H6, that is ethane. Now in this reaction, double bond between carbon is broken and hydrogen will be added in both the carbon. The addition of hydrogen to unsaturated hydrocarbon to form saturated hydrocarbon is called hydrogenation. Addition of hydrogen is known as hydrogenation. Hydrogenation is used to convert unsaturated oils and fats to saturated oils and fat. Second is substitution reaction. The saturated hydrocarbon undergoes substitution reactions with halogen to form substitution product. Example, methane undergoes substitution reaction with chlorine in presence of sunlight to form substitution product. Let us see the equation. CH4 plus Cl2. One hydrogen is removed from CH4 and it will form CH3Cl. Okay, chloromethane along with HCl. Again, chloromethane CH3Cl, when it combined with chlorine, again one hydrogen is removed. It will form CH2Cl2 dichloromethane. Then along with HCl, again CH2Cl2 combined with chlorine and it will remove one hydrogen, CHCl3, and CHCl3 when combined with again chlorine, it will form carbon tetrachloride, CCl4. Some important carbon compounds. First is ethanol, C2H5OH, or we can also know by the name ethyl alcohol. Properties. Ethanol is a colorless liquid with pleasant smell and burning taste. It is soluble in water. Ethanol reacts with sodium to form sodium ethoxide and hydrogen. C2H5OH plus 2 sodium atom, it will give sodium ethoxide, C2H5ONA, and along with hydrogen gas. Second is ethanol react with hot concentrated sulfuric acid, H2SO4, to form ethene and water. Concentrated sulfuric acid is a dehydrating agent and remove water from alcohol. C2H5OH in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, it will convert into C2H4, that is ethane or its parent compound, and along with water. Uses: ethanol is used for making alcoholic drinks. It is used as a solvent. It is used for making medicines like tincture iodine, cough syrups, tonics, etc. Ethanoic acid or acetic acid, CH3COOH. Properties: ethanoic acid is a colorless liquid with pungent smell and sour taste. It is soluble in water. A solution of 5 to 8% ethanoic acid in water is called vinegar, which we use in the Chinese food. Esterification: ethanoic acid react with alcohol to form ester, ethyl ethanoate, in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. CH3COH plus C2H5OH, acetic acid plus alcohol or ethanol in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid gives CH3COOC2H5. It is known as ethyl ethanoate. It is a group of ester along with water. The reaction between carboxylic acid and alcohol is known as to form ester is known as esterification. Second reaction is saponification. When an ester reacts with sodium hydroxide solution, the sodium salt of carboxylic acid and the parent alcohol are formed. This reaction is known as saponification, used for formation of the soap. Example: ethyl ethanoate react with sodium hydroxide to form sodium acetate, CH3CONA, and ethanol, C2H5OH. Sixth one, ethanoic acid react with base to form salt and water. When acid and base reacts, there is a reaction of neutralization and formation of salt and water takes place. You can see CH3COH, that is acid, plus NaOH, that is base, sodium hydroxide. It forms CH3CONA, sodium ethanoate, plus water. Seventh reaction is ethanoic acid react with carbonates and hydrogen carbonates to form water, salt, and carbon dioxide. We can see the reaction: CH3COH, ethanoic acid plus sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. It forms the sodium salt of acetic acid, and also with CH3COH, NaHCO3, sodium hydrogen carbonate, it will also form the sodium salt of acetic acid along with water and carbon dioxide. Soaps and detergents. Soaps are long chain sodium or potassium salt of carboxylic acid. Example: sodium stearate, C17H35COONA. Structure of soap molecule. A soap molecule has two parts: a long hydrocarbon part, which is known as hydrophobic. Hydrophobic means hydro means water, phobic means repelling. Or you can say soap has long water repelling tail, and soluble in oil and grease in short ionic part, which is hydrophilic, water attracting, and insoluble in oil and grease. So hydrocarbon part, that is water repelling part, and ionic part, that is water attracting part. Cleansing action of soap. When soap is dissolved in water, it forms spherical structures called micelle. Now, in each micelle, the soap molecule is arranged radically such that hydrocarbon part is towards the center and the ionic part is towards outside. The hydrocarbon part dissolves the dirt, oil, grease, and form an emulsion at the center of the micelle, which can be washed out away by the water. In this picture you can see the formation of soap micelle in water. Dirt and grease and oils are trapped in the hydrocarbon part, and when water is given, it will trap the dirt particle and wash it out. Detergents. Detergents are long chain sodium salts of sulfonic acids. Soap do not wash well with hard water because it is insoluble and precipitates of calcium and magnesium salts in hard water are formed. So detergent wash well with hard water because it does not form insoluble precipitates of calcium and magnesium salt in hard water. Let us see the difference between soaps and detergent. Soaps are sodium salt of fatty acid. Detergents are sodium salt of sulfonic acid. Soap clean well in soft water but does not clean well in hard water. But detergent clean well with both hard and soft water. Soap does not clean as well as the detergent. Detergent clean better than the soap. Soaps are biodegradable and do not cause pollution. Some detergents are non-biodegradable and causes pollution. So you can see detergent is the replacement of the soap.